Hey, what's up? What's up? So today, y'all gonna hang with me while I do a couple of projects at the same time. Yes, I'm drinking my coffee. This is my second cup. This morning was rough. Ooh, I'm like, Lord, thank you so much for coffee beans existing because we need them. You guys get to see me start my first abstract piece. Let's get this thing started. But before we get into this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you always know when I'm going live or have a new video uploaded. Also hit the like button because it helps my videos a lot. So while I'm taking all my things apart and sorting them out to figure out what I'm going to do here, I just wanted to get into what I was going to talk about today. And basically I'm discussing, becoming an artist later in life and my journey. One thing that I have learned through my journey becoming an artist is that sometimes in order to be more open to new opportunities, you kind of have to be at the bottom. You kind of have to be in this place where you're willing to listen, you're desperate, and you're willing to hear advice and things that you probably would have ignored at another part of your life. So here I'm just going through some of the things that I'm going to use. So like I have parts of broken bracelets. I have pieces of earrings that I'm not going to use. Another part of a bracelet right here. This right here is so fun. This is part of this little cheap vintage look-like kind of watch that I found. And I loved it so much, but it was super cheap and the little face fell off. But I still think it's awesome. So I thought, hey, let's use it in my little abstract here. And this is also really cool. That's a piece of a goggle. Then I have an iPad cord. I have it's a paint strip that I didn't use. There's a lot going on. So I have really fun things. I also have here some really cool. So these I made for another piece that I decided to keep and take off of the piece. So I'm going to reuse them in another way, but maybe not for this piece. I might just use them. I'm going to save them for something else I think I have a really great idea for. So we'll hold out for that. So you guys bear with me while I figure out what I'm going to do with all these things. So picking up where we left off on our discussion, I've been on quite a journey before I became an artist, For one thing, I've always known how to draw, my whole life. I'm self-taught. I wasn't professionally taught. But I was always kind of doing it on the side just because I enjoyed it, but not really to make it any real thing. Before this, however, I was on a journey to be a stylist. And then I graduated, and then I became a visual stylist instead for Nordstrom. And then after that, I was also writing and producing with my husband with music. And so I've been on kind of a journey before I got to this point. Once the pandemic started, though, everything was called into question. I think for many people, not just me. But the one thing that the pandemic made me understand was that, hey, you have this thing over here that you never really tried the real way. You never really tried it. You knew and had the idea, but you didn't really push it. My husband always pushed me, but I didn't really push myself. And so here was an opportunity for me to try without really losing anything. So that's what I did. And then I really moved into this whole new era of my life. So another thing that the pandemic taught me, and also just my own personal journey has taught me, is to not box yourself in, to not box myself in. I think we all have this idea, society has kind of taught us over time that you're supposed to pick the thing you want to do in life and work at it, make your money, go home, pay your bills, and that's just what you do. That's just a cycle. When really, no. Now we have to learn how to be flexible. My journey has shown me that I need to be flexible. The pandemic has shown all of us that we need to learn how to be flexible and how to figure out what to do when something happens and we cannot control it at all. And at the end of the day, your job is to show up to the task and the opportunity that you were given, and you drive that truck as far as you can drive it. Okay, so I'm still trying to figure out how exactly I want this cord to work out, because cords can kind of do anything they want. And I'm just kind of making sure it's going to be, I don't want it to just be like, just black, there it is. I kind of want to see if I can come up with something a little bit more textured and clarifying. I don't know, I'm not sure. Let me try to So I was also thinking of using the piece that was broken because that's why the whole cord can't be used anyway. And so I'm like, maybe if I don't know, I'm trying to see if I can find a way to place it so it's a little bit more of a thoughtful design and just kind of emphasizing the flexibility of a cord. So I'm just not sure yet. I don't want it to be curved like everything else, but I don't know. We're just trying to figure out the best thing to do with it, but I'm not sure yet. I'm sure I'll figure something out. Just kind of play a little bit more, so just kind of feel it out. I think starting your art career in your late 30s makes you feel a little self-conscious sometimes because you're looking at all these other people that have been artists their whole lives and been already doing it, and you're like, dang, what took me so long? But the beautiful thing is that, when you look at it like, wait, I got here when I was supposed to. Everything now that I have experienced and seen in life now can contribute to what I create, and that is a beautiful, dope thing. It's like you're more easily able to piece together what you want to put out in the world. Okay, so I kind of like what I'm seeing here. I like how everything is situated. I kind of might leave it this way because, or I might change it. I'm not quite sure. We're just going to have to figure it out and see and kind of wait and let it marinate. But hopefully I'll have it all wrapped up and maybe speed it up on Instagram, let you guys see the final results. But yeah. Thank you for taking your time out to hang out with me today while I worked on this piece back here. It really comes down to, what you feel. I felt passionate about what I was doing and I wanted to do more. And I didn't want to stop, and I don't want to stop. Every day I get so excited to do the next piece and do what I'm going to work on. Because of the way I chose to approach my art, the field of stuff that I can try is completely endless, and I'm so excited about that. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys in the next video.